All right, take two. You ready? And action.
So, Hailey.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome.
Thanks.
How are you?
Fabulous. Thank you for having me. Thanks for being here.
I'm very, very excited that you're here because, not only because you are an in-arena host for Vegas Thrill and Henderson Silver, right?
Uh-huh.
And Nighthawks?
I'll be doing a Desert Dogs game.
Desert Dogs.
So just whoever needs me, I'll swoop on
Okay.
in.
just making the rounds.
Yeah, I gotta feel it out.
Okay, we love that. That's great. Okay. So, but the true reason that I am excited you're here is because I found out once I followed you on Instagram that you are also a stand-up comedian.
Mm-hmm. That's my main jam.
So
many questions, I know.
Okay, so you know. So I love stand-up comedy, as most people do.
Yeah.
And
Who doesn't love to laugh?
Right.
Terrible people.
Right. I've never really known a stand-up comedian though.
You're surrounded by good people then.
Okay, so all right. Before I get into any scripted questions, would you say, since it sounds like you would say would you say that comedians are troubled people?
All of them. Every single one.
Really?
Anyone with a microphone in front of their face is a troubled person. Let's start there. Secondly...
Okay. Fair.
No, because comedians find the lightness in the dark, and so they are people who have had to see darkness, and so for the most part... Painting with a broad brush, they're not the best people. But, of course, you have your select few who are genuinely really good people.
Yeah.
But the collective mass, overall, not good people.
Okay, so what was the moment that made you go, okay, I am a stand-up comedian, and I'm going to go try to do this?
So it was always within me. Like, I was class clown, all that, right? Always cracking jokes, always getting in trouble. I was that kid. But the actual moment that it was, I came back to Vegas. So I lived in Vegas, left for California for 2 years, had my kids, came back. And when I came back, I was doing this gig as the Mad Hatter in this Alice in Wonderland cocktail experience.
Okay.
And it was very improv heavy. And the script that we had was hot garbage. It was like these Australian people wrote it, then like they were based in the UK, and then like had people and so there was a lot of like things that just didn't land. Like there's just like jam tarts. I'm like, who do you know that's having jam tarts for lunch in Las Vegas? Like that's not a thing. So it was doing these cheesy little riddles, and I literally had a moment where I was like, I could do better. So I started like my own rewrites and performing it, and I was like, oh shit, I can do better. So then I just bit the bullet, went on stage, Wise Guys open mic, and did 3 minutes. And I was like, oh, I found it.
Wise Guys in the Arts District. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, so this is a new endeavor for you.
Yeah, so stand-up itself literally has been like 2 years. Okay. So I've done theater, I've done comedy ever since like I was a child, sketch comedy primarily. But stand-up itself for me was never.
Okay, so before we get past it though, did they notice that your rewrites and say anything?
No, they're in Australia. They're just like, they're not really hands-on or anything. So it was a fun collective. The people that worked there, they were really fun people, and there was a lot of improv people there too. And there was heavy improv elements, so you could veer off. But yeah, no, it just was jam tarts.
Jam tarts.
Corn riddles.
Are they any good? Are they any good? The jam tarts?
Like Costco freaking cookies with like jelly in them. Like they weren't anything special.
Costco bakery though.
I've heard. I'm not a
bad.
member. I'm not a member. I know it's a sin, but I'm not a Costco member. Yeah. I can't get the $1 hot dogs. I can't.
Yeah, the $4 rotisserie chicken or whatever.
Yeah, but now they're on Uber Eats, so I wonder if I can get Costco now.
That is a loophole. That is an interesting loophole.
Don't gotta pay that membership,
Yeah. So who are your comedic influences?
Okay, so growing up, not stand-up, but sketch comedy-wise, I was a big fan of Carol Burnett.
Okay.
Carol Burnett
Great
is
choice.
she's fantastic. She's so animated. She's very like Jim Carrey, but obviously like a woman, and she had her own show. And she was just always someone I watched. I loved the movie Annie growing up, and she was Miss Hannigan. Yeah. So I always loved that Miss Hannigan like drunk character. Could like totally relate to that. But modern like stand-up comedians, people that you can like think of, like Eliza Schlesinger was my like she's moderate. She's
I've heard of
Neurotino.
her.
Blonde hair. She has a bunch of Netflix specials. She's the one that says elder millennial. She's the one that kind of coined that term.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So she was the first person that I saw be like, woman. But obviously you have like your icons like Ellen DeGeneres, like the queen of. Ellen was kind of the first person that was ever canceled, and I love that about her.
Yeah.
For being like, I'm gay on TV.
Okay, fair enough. But didn't that make her rocket her to stardom though?
Well, it took her away first. Everyone was they canceled her show and then she went away. But then when she came back with her own talk show, people forget about that.
Yeah.
People canceled Ellen before, and then they canceled her again for being mean.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
she probably is,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
So yeah, people that go against the grain like that, I love that.
I'd be mean too after doing a TV show for 20 years.
That they canceled you for being gay, and then you come back with your own talk show, and that's the thing. People expect her to be happy, smiling, bubbly all the time.
Yeah.
So like if Jack Nicholson was rude to you, like you wouldn't be like, you'd be like, he was being himself.
That's a great choice because yes, if anything, you'd be thrilled if Jack Nicholson
He was a dick to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'd be so excited. But Ellen, she's like, said it in, like dancing on the table. You're like, how dare you be rude?
Yeah, fair enough. And I mean, that is a problem. I mean, if you have a certain character or cadence on TV or even if you play a character that's not you,
Yeah.
then people expect you to kind of be that character.
Yeah. Wait a sec. Johnny Depp is not Captain Jack Sparrow, guys. Like
Right.
he's his own person.
Rango, I prefer Rango.
Oh, I love Rango. Dude, do you know that Rango is like his mannerisms and everything are very based off of his Fear and Loathing, Hunter S. Thompson, that character?
That makes sense.
They're very one and the same.
He even has the Hawaiian shirt, like.
And that's his shirt. Yeah. Dude, there was one year on Hunter S. Thompson's birthday, I went to Circus Circus.
Yeah.
I had to like write a paper on Fear and Loathing, so I went to Circus Circus in that Circle E carousel bar where they shot that scene, and I sat there and like wrote the paper. One of the coolest things I've ever done in Vegas.
So I mean, outside of comedy, you are also a writer. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Because you have to write your own. Spoiler alert! I write my own stuff. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Okay. So, but in what context are you like? Did you study writing or like?
Okay, so here's my backstory.
Journalism or something.
Yes. So I started like modeling, acting, age like 13. So by 18,
wow.
yeah, I was tall.
So you do have problems then.
I have so many problems, let me tell you. There's so many, but we gotta make lightness out of the dark, right?
Yeah.
So so I started all that at like 13, and by 18 I came to a crossroads where it was like no one in my family had go to college, not a single person had graduated college. A couple people took classes, failed out.
Okay.
And I was like, I could either full-time pursue like this commercial acting, like modeling kind of thing, or I could go to school. And I was like, well, I want to be smart, so I want to go to school. So I started communicating. I got an AA communications and then an AAS in digital broadcasting back in Philly. And then came to UNLV and I was studying journalism. So I got my journalism and media studies degree and immediately was working in sports.
Okay.
I worked at the Speedway. I had a radio show called Sports Adrenaline. Yeah.
Okay, so you're a bit of an OG then. Mm-hmm. Okay, I didn't know that about you.
Because when I came to Vegas, it was 2016.
Yeah.
So it was when the Knights were being born and the Raiders were coming.
The dawn of the golden age.
Literally, the turn of the century for sports in Vegas. And I came from Philly. So I was sports, ride or die, like, let's go. And so those
a maniac. Those people are maniacs.
They're not okay.
Yeah.
Do you see?
Those people are maniacs. 100%. Yeah.
I remember the Knights' first run at the Stanley Cup. I was like, oh, are they going to grease the poles? And people were like, what are you talking about? I was like,
Right.
You don't know? Like, people are going to climb them. Nobody really knows.
Set fires, break, or stand on top of, leap and jump on top of cars.
Licking things off the street. And yeah.
Yeah, well, never heard that one.
Oh, there's a video I'll show you.
Okay, all right, yeah. I mean, that won't shock. Nothing you can show me will shock me about Philly fans at all. I'm from New York, so
Oh, you're right there.
being a Giants fan, I'm familiar with the Eagles and
I'm familiar with you.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with your work.
We should discuss
Your
that
fandom.
before. Let's cancel this.
You know,
Shut the cameras off.
Nice to meet you. I'm gonna go now.
Okay, so is it difficult to switch energy coming from comedy into in-arena hosting, or do you think they are similar? Or
They're Similar. In arena hosting just takes more energy for sure. But then also with comedy, like I literally have the freedom to say damn near anything I want. In arena hosting, there has to be a line and you can't cross it. So
Do you catch yourself almost saying stuff?
I want to say so many things all of the time, but like, do you want this job? Like, But I am a nice person. I am a nice person. So like, it would be nice things for the most part. But yeah, there are certain things where I'm just like, hold that tongue.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's a different energy because sometimes too with stand-up comedy, I've come out with too much energy for a crowd that's like more chill, and you scare them like this is not what I wanted. I want to like chill at this like weed lounge. Like you're too much right now.
Right.
I got it.
Yeah.
You need ching ching chong.
Yeah. And you can correct me if I'm wrong here. I feel like as a stand-up comedian, I mean, of course, there's going to be pressure and nerves and all.
I heard the New York right there. Of course, there's going to be pressure.
Yeah, it comes out once in a while. What can I say? We're recovering. My boss would say we're recovering New Yorkers.
Oh, I get it.
So I feel like once you're over the nerves of actually getting up there on stage and doing it, that there's less pressure, especially as a lesser. Especially you like if you're not like a theater or arena level act, then it's kind of like if you're good, you're going to be a pleasant surprise unless people there already know you, right?
Yeah.
So would you say that you deal with a lot of pressure doing in arena versus comedy, or does it go the other way?
I'd say my personal pressure, I put more pressure on myself comedically than in arena, because I feel like in arena that's like just truly like I love hyping people up. I love when people have a great time. So that's just me truly being like, let's go. I was a cheerleader my whole entire life. I've been cheering on mediocrity since the day I was born. Like, not that these teams are mediocre. Not that these teams are mediocre. But like, my bar was set lower. So if you guys are doing great, even better. Let's go. I'm definitely on your side.
Yes.
But for me personally, like cheering people up always been my thing. I'll always be everyone's personal cheerleader. So for me, I put more pressure on myself comedically because I feel like there's more of an art there, and I like want to play with that and get better at that.
Okay. Here's the thing. You are very good at it.
Thanks.
I have to say, I've worked with and humble.
I'm so humble. Kendrick.
I've worked with a lot of in-arena hosts, and I mean, you just take naturally to it. You're very good at it.
Thanks.
And I think the crowd's energy reflects that when you're there. 100%.
I love when people have a great time. I love when stadiums are like when you all come collectively for one goal, one thing you can actually agree on. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I mean that's the nice thing about sports in general is that you're there. And even if you could care less about the team, it's still the team for wherever you are. Your representation.
That's it. We want these, and we want those to lose, and we want these ones to win, and we can all agree on that. And that's the beauty of it.
Yeah,
that's the best part.
So you do come from a modeling background since you were young.
Mm-hmm. I was this tall at 13, so they were like, "You're gonna be gigantic," and then I just like never grew another foot, but still pretty tall.
The sad story of all childhood basketball.
Oh my God, you're so tall, and then everyone else grew around them.
So you've been on camera a great deal of your life. Mm-hmm. What's that like? Is that hard? Is it just second nature to you?
At this point, it's second nature, and it's fun for me because I'm in front of the camera, but I also know behind the camera. People when I say I was a journalist and everything, and video journalist, they just assume in front of the camera, which I was. Yeah. But I was behind the camera too. Like I was doing what you were doing at sports and everything. So production as a whole has just always had my eye, my heart since I was like a child. So I've always loved being in front and behind, and I know I adore it, and there are some videos I look back and I cringe so hard, but if you're not cringing, then you're not getting better. Yeah. That's the beauty of it.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So if you're cringing at yourself, good. It means you can do better.
Yeah, first of all, I love that. And it is so difficult to do for some of us, myself being one of them. Like just putting content, I mean, even doing this show, I'll put stuff out where it's like, did I look how I wanted to look? Did I sound how I wanted to sound? Was this question dumb? Was that, it's like all this stuff that swirls around your head, and you have to just kind of
do it.
throw it
Just
away
do it.
and
Yeah.
put it out there.
Because if you
know?
keep analyzing everything, you're never going to get something done. Like an artist is never done, right? There's always something you could do better, and always this and always that. It's like you just chop it up and throw it out there and see what happens. Do better on the next one, and then do better on the next one, and then boom.
Yeah.
That's how I feel anyway.
How has social, because especially for comedians, social media has become like a huge help. So
Or the other way,
would you
too.
say that? Would you say it's
For me,
has it like taken over your life, or is it just a tool you're using? You know what I mean?
social media was my life for a hot minute there. So even in my journey of stand-up, I was making, I blew up on TikTok making little sketches.
Okay.
So I was doing like mom skits, and then I had this Vegas character. She'd be like, hi, welcome to Vegas. And then I just like tell you obscure things for you to do in Vegas. Or I call it like Dre Ass nightclub, like all this stuff. Or like, oh, you need drugs, go on the bridges. Like weird random Vegas-y things. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And so that helped give me the courage to do stand-up too. And then so when I started doing stand-up, I knew social media algorithms very well, and I knew how to post my clips to get them seen.
Yeah.
As a newer comic, not exactly the best thing to do. Some of it for sure like helped me out, like getting like thousands of views on like a quick little like, oh, I just wrote this joke I'm gonna throw away. So there's people that have been in comedy forever that are absolute legends that don't have 100,000 followers, so they can't get booked, which is so crazy. There's certain comedy clubs, especially in LA, if you literally don't have 100,000 followers, they won't even look at you.
That's wild.
Yeah, so there's a lot of, and like I understand the frustrations for the people that have been in it for years and years and years that are so truly funny and talented, and they can't get booked. And someone who blew up on TikTok overnight can like, you know, fill a room, and they might not have an hour's worth of material. So I have an opposite look at it as opposed to them, where I'm like, literally my material, I need to make sure it's so perfect before I put it online, because I know I can make it be seen. I have that skill set in my wheelhouse.
Yeah. How big are you on TikTok?
TikTok, I'm at 60,000.
Sheesh.
I know. I fell off for a minute. I took a break, and then they tried to take TikTok away from us, and I was so sad. I wasn't sad about TikTok. I was sad about CapCut. I was devastated about CapCut.
Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. CapCut.
I love you.
Thank you,
I love you
CapCut.
so much.
Thank you,
Changed
CapCut.
my world.
I was devastated when CapCut would disappear. I was
I
literally
had projects in there.
the moment, like within an hour that they took it away, I'm like working on reels, because all the captions that from this show are it's like literally takes 2 minutes. You generate the captions, you rearrange them, where you want them appear.
Yeah.
Maybe you edit, maybe it misinterprets one or two words, and then you're done. And you can change the frame rate, which is beautiful. So anyway, I was devastated when CapCut almost
CapCut
went
made
away.
everything so much easier.
But it literally was like gone for 6 hours.
It was so minuscule.
Yeah.
But because everything I had read said, TikTok would go away, but CapCut, even though they were owned by the same company, it would take some time.
See, I didn't know that. I did not know that.
I know that because you can literally like do certain things, like you're editing in TikTok, you can go over and do CapCut and yada yada. And that's why if you edit a video in CapCut, it'll do better on TikTok. There's all these little there's all these little intricacies.
I wonder if your CapCut videos then do worse on Instagram.
Yes. Well, especially this
Is
one.
that true?
If people leave that watermark on the end or forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, your videos.
Oh yeah, you gotta make sure to trim that out.
Yeah, but I've read, I can't understand the science behind it, but I've read that if you do an edit a video in CapCut, especially if you use CapCut captions on Instagram, it'll downplay it more. I don't know, because I don't know how they would necessarily figure that out.
Yeah.
But I've read that.
Well, I'm gonna keep you here late after this and ask you a whole bunch of social media shit.
I know a lot. I used to have a formula on TikTok. I grew like 3 accounts to over 50,000.
Really?
It was,
Get out of here.
Yeah, dude. It was.
What is the secret to doing that?
Well, it
How do
always
people do that?
changes. It always changes.
Yeah.
But back then I would do crazy stuff like with posting times is like
Are
extremely
you sure it's
important.
not just that you are just that entertaining of a
No,
person?
because it was other people. I have a friend, he would react to Taylor Swift songs in his like brewery. And I swear to God, like this is down to the science, man. The comic book stuff. Like I was out there doing it. But yeah, there's little intricacies. And back then, especially when I was like, had it down, I would wake up at like 3 a.m. because that's a popular time globally. Wake up 3 a.m., hit post, go back to sleep. Like crazy nonsense stuff to make it work.
Okay.
So if you want to sacrifice
Yeah.
your sleep.
Yeah.
There's other ways to-
Shit, I'm already up at 3 a.m. I'll hit post on something, sure.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so How do you know? How all right.
You seem dumb. How do you know things?
No. I was about to say, how do you know the time? But that's less. That's actually less. I'm more curious about. So if you do know the times, right? Let's say you know, which I didn't know, which is a fun fact. 3 a.m. is a popular global time.
Global time, yeah.
So what's stopping you from just using like a software like Hootsuite or something and scheduling all your shit to just be posted at that time?
In my experience using later Hootsuite, even the schedulers like within the app themselves never does as well as when you just hit those, because you got to think what they want. They want people on their platforms actively so that they get more money, right? That's what it's all about. Yeah. So they want you on there. They want you scrolling. They want you using their features so that you can spend more time on their app so that they can make more money.
Yeah. That's very smart. Wow. That's good input. Wow.
Follow the paper trail.
You got any YouTube stuff? What's up?
I do have a YouTube, and like some of my TikToks have done very well on YouTube. And actually, when I was trying to do TikTok, I was actually trying to set up for YouTube. I wanted to have this like mom's like sit down talk, because I almost died when I gave birth, and I was like, oh, this is really normal. Like people die all the time.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you that. So I like met all these other moms and was like talking about that, and so I was trying to figure out how to make short clips, because this is that 2020, 2021 era where like content creation became what it is now, right? And I was trying to figure it out, and then that's when TikTok actually took off more so than YouTube. I have like 4,000 or something like that on YouTube, so I'm still trying and growing. But the men with the women aren't funny comments are very strong on YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube's followers have been there for so long that like they don't like that, because like YouTube's been in existence since the early 2000s.
There's that, but also you're anonymous on there.
Yeah.
You can't, I mean, I'm sure you could get doxxed on YouTube, but it's like if you're going on your personal Instagram and like, you know, I don't know,
your cats,
gender shaming people and body shaming them or whatever else, it's like, yeah, that may turn out poorly for you.
Your job will find you, right? Yeah, unless you have like a burner account. Yeah.
Right. So what is your take on the sports culture here in Vegas? You actually, first let me ask you, okay, so you said you got here around 2016.
I moved here in 2016. My whole family started slowly migrating.
Yeah.
So at the time, I had already visited Vegas a bunch as a kid because my uncle was out here.
Okay.
And he kept popping out kids left and right. So every time we had a kid, we would come out to visit. And so, but it was before I could do anything Vegas-y, right? So I had to do all like the kids stuff in Vegas.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I was like 16, getting kicked off the rug in the casinos and stuff. Like being on the wrong part, pushing like a baby in a stroller that's not mine. It was a really good look.
Yeah, those stories are always the best stories. It's like, I remember, my parents gambling, and I'm in the arcade
Kids
or whatever
Quest,
for hours.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you know.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, they go do their thing. But yeah, so I saw Vegas. I was like, oh, like people live here, because really you don't. I swear before 2016, which is when I got here, but also when sports got here. So that's why I always reference 2016.
Right.
Because when I first started working on the strip, I was like party host and like normal Vegas-y type jobs, and people would be like, oh my God, what casino do you live in? And like, where do you fly in from LA on the weekend? I don't understand. But I think once the Knights were here and everything, people started to be like, oh, people really live in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's really, and very unfortunately, also the October tragedy that happened, I feel also put a spotlight on the fact that people really do live here.
With real problems and things are happening, and
And the way we rallied around and did the whole Vegas born thing, like it really showed that like people live here. There's a whole community of people that actually live there. So that
is it Vegas born or Vegas strong?
Well, Vegas born was what the Knights were, because they were Vegas born, and then Vegas strong was for the Cadillac commercials to look like they cared.
Fair enough.
Oh,
you're very proud of that one.
I have a lot more thoughts I'll say off camera on that.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so that turning point, because it's so crazy. People are like, sports will never work in Vegas because sports betting and rah, and that.
Now you watch a game and the announcers are talking about, I got the over on. It's like, okay.
Oh, we're all okay with this now. We were like sworn off of it. Remember, there's that iconic photo of the UNLV running Rebels in like I think it was like the 80s with the cigars, and they're in the hot tub.
No.
Oh!
I've seen similar photos to that, but I didn't know that was a
That's
Run
the
Rebels
thing,
film.
and I forget who they're in it with, but it was some sort of scandal and essentially showing that, like, yeah, we're getting money on this deal, you know, kind of thing.
I see. Okay.
So the thing that people were always
A
afraid
little
of
wink and a nod, like, hey, you know,
was good.
Yeah,
We in Vegas.
Yeah.
What's up? You know,
Yeah,
that's why I like Vegas. They're so in your face about their corruption. That's why I like Vegas. Like we're just like, yeah, we cool. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
What do you think? Sin City, what did you expect? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is that way. And I'll tell you, it is not for everybody. I mean, I've seen people, you know, I've seen people's lives straight up fall apart out here, you know.
But I've seen people build their lives
Yeah.
out here too.
I am that person.
City full of rejects.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's the
I
other
didn't even
cities.
notice that.
Yeah, it's a city full of every other city's rejects. It's all the other
That's
places.
so true.
Couldn't make it anywhere else. New York, LA, we are the minor leagues for LA. We know that. We're just
That's
sitting here
true.
waiting for our phone call to be able to afford right now.
We're the Jersey of LA.
Of Philly.
Yeah. We're the Jersey of LA.
The armpit of the United States.
Yeah, that's it's that exact sentiment. When I first moved here, I was like, I never thought of it in that. That's probably a much more concise way to say it. But I used to say that this place feels like the island of lost toys from the Rudolph movie.
It really is, though. It really truly is.
It is.
Everyone's from all over the world, bro. All of
Yeah.
them. Like I have like Brazilian friends. Like what?
Yeah.
What? And they like do these amazing like acts and can do all this crazy stuff. And,
Yeah.
You can come to Vegas and rebuild yourself, but at the same time, Vegas attracts people who are at the lowest points in their life. So you're either here to rebuild or you're here to wreak havoc.
Yeah. Do you? So you mentioned some of your influences, but I'm curious to know who your like top 3 comedians are right
Ooh, like currently alive and doing well.
Yeah.
Nate Barsgetti is at the top of his game.
Oh, I've never watched him.
Yeah, so he just dropped a special, I think like last week or something like that on Netflix, but I've seen him live here in Vegas, and he's very famous, very successful. He does a lot of like dad self-deprecating type of jokes.
Okay. See the guy with the beard?
He has facial hair, not like a long beard. He has facial hair.
I might have seen
He
it.
looks like a dad.
His whole thing is dad energy.
Husband, wife. Yeah.
And I'm not sure if it's the same guy, but I watched somebody who did recently drop a special, and he's very good. He's very, very deadpan.
That's him. That's him. Yeah.
He's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So Nate Barsgetti is crushing it. Nikki Glazer is at the top of her game.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my God,
And
she's
Nikki Glaser
crushing
is
it.
really funny.
She's so funny. And it's so funny because a lot of her older stuff, like there's some stuff I literally can't sit through. Like she has this like fellatio joke, and like I can't sit through it. It's so graphic.
Yeah.
But like that's her. She's good, man. She's good. And she did the Roast of Tom Brady, blew everyone away with what she did, and then hosted the Golden Globes. She's just crushing it. So she's doing great. Nate Barsgetti, Dave Chappelle will always be at the top of the list. He is just so brilliant at like looking at the matrix and being like, well, this connects to here and this connects to here. And just saying what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I have his first 2 specials memorized to the line for almost every episode of Chappelle Show at memorized to the line. He was in his hay when I was like 18.
Yep.
So those are all like core memories for me.
The icon. Kevin Hart was one I grew up watching and just being like, before I even did comedy, I like read Kevin Hart's book. I was like infatuated with him. Yeah. Oh, dude, because he has an energy that just like pulls you in. It's like, what is that? And he's a Philly guy. And he has this energy that pulls you in.
Fair. Yes, I forgot that. That is true.
Yeah, we were like, oh no, can't talk about Bill Cosby. Kevin Hart, let's go.
Yeah. I mean, it's a trade up. Honestly, I love Kevin Hart. I mean, he's gone through his problems, but I mean, the best comedians I think are comedians who are just naturally funny people. Mm-hmm. It's great if you can write material. You know, one of my favorite comedians ever is George Carlin.
Oh yeah.
I got to see him before he died in Atlantic City. Which was, I mean, I'll never forget that. You know, I feel very lucky that I got to see him. It was like right before he passed away. But I can't picture George Carlin being a guy like I'd actually want to hang out with.
Right.
You know?
Like you look like, you're great, you're funny, you entertain me.
Yeah.
But in a one-on-one setting, I'd be like, you're a dick.
Yeah.
I wouldn't enjoy. Oh, also, speaking of dicks, Joey Diaz one of like the absolute, and so hearing people that are like already themselves prolific comedians talk about how amazing he is, that's like the genius of him. Like I've literally had people tell me he needs to tone down his stuff because people just like can't handle the constant laughter at that level.
Yeah. I believe that. I mean, he has that, he very much has that like older, like Italian uncle energy, you know, like that uncle that shows up to dinner and like the whole energy changes for the rest of the night. Yeah. He feels like that guy for sure.
Yeah. He's that quote. He's like, you only need three motherfuckers. Just give me 3 motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So you're like, I want to laugh at you because I'm afraid.
So there's so much to get through and I don't want this to go super long, so I'll try to keep it to only a couple more. But so when you're bombing, like what is your mindset? How do you power through that? First of all, how do you power through that mentally? Secondly, are you able to get are you thinking about, hey, I need to get this crowd back on board, or are you like on some like Bill Burr, I'm gonna now
Philly rant,
now you've become my enemy.
Yeah, dude,
you know?
you have to read the room. So you're gonna try and get them on your side. You're gonna try but if there is nothing, then this is where you are now. Me personally, I'll like try to make fun of the fact that this is going so poorly, because a lot of times that's the way to spin it. Yeah,
is to address it.
Just say what it is, try and get him back on your side. But yeah, there's been times where I've bombed so bad and you just don't even want to look at the piece. Just want to leave. Like, just don't even look at me. Like, I'm so sorry. Even sometimes people are like, oh, I saw you at, I'm like, where did you see me? Yeah. Like, tell me where you saw me, because like
what
if
was
I like
the date
recently,
and time?
Please, and the venue, please tell me exactly where it was, because bombing's all a part of it. Bombing is a huge part of it.
Yeah.
And people that bomb and never do it again, that's where you gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. It's in the failures. Me personally, I have a motto that it's in the failures that after your biggest failures come your biggest successes. So for me personally, if I'm like bombing, I'm like, oh, this is amazing, because something good is gonna come up sometime soon. Yeah. This is going so poorly. But yeah, you want to try and because I was like, I want people to have a good time. I want people to have a good show. Like, especially if you paid for this, like, let's give you a good show. So you want to try so desperately for them to have something. Even if they're laughing at the fact that you bombed, they are laughing.
At least you're entertained.
Yeah.
You can, on the drive home, you can be like, man, that blonde girl.
Keep trying, honey. And they say like their weird things after, like they think will encourage you, but it's just like, so...
You're making me feel worse.
Yeah. You had the courage to get up there. Thank you. Thank you. I love you have great energy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Were you laughing? Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah. That's like I have a thing where every time that someone tells me, "Oh, you look tired," they get an entire monologue from me.
Of all the things you did to make you tired?
No, the monologue is, you don't ever need to say that to anyone. Ever. Because essentially what you're saying is, you look like shit. You look bad.
I've seen you better.
Yeah, you look bad. You know? Like, I'll even take, rough day? Do you have a rough day? You know, I'll take that, because I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But at least you're not commenting on my physical appearance.
Okay, yeah.
You know?
Maybe it's that phase. You don't know. That bigger small. Maybe I had a basket of fries and the sushi swells. I had sushi the night before. Yeah. You ever get the sushi swells? They're the worst. So much sodium. MSG. God.
Oh my God. That's great. That's fucking great.
Yeah, but I have my own show on Area 15 called Silent But Deadly, and people wear headphones. So that's
cool.
Yeah, so it's a very interesting concept. And so you get these veteran comics and like you don't hear the laughter. So a lot of times it feels like you're bombing.
Yeah.
But the people are actually enjoying it. Now I do tell people, and for the first time last week, they actually did it because they're silent disco headphones and you can change the channel. Right. So we're all doing comedy on green but Red and Blue are still playing music. So I tell people, like, if you don't like the comic or they offend you for whatever reason, go ahead and flip your channel. It's the biggest middle finger you could give to someone, right? Yeah. And so normally it's like, haha, funny, and they never actually do it. Last week they actually did it.
But then you start seeing
it's so funny! Yeah, so then it's like, it's almost like that, like, hook, like, on stage, like, to pull them off. Yeah.
But that's perfect, though, because it's like, there's a visual cue for the comedian, too. So they can be like, hey, you, Blue, what's going on?
I gotta get you back on my side. Yeah. And they kept it off, and then eventually when, like, a newer, different comedian took the stage, they got him back on their side, and it was really cool to watch.
Wow, that's pretty wild. You know, it's funny. I almost came to your show.
But didn't.
I did. Well, this is the thing. I didn't because I'm like, I didn't want to show up there unannounced because that was what I wanted to do. I didn't want to show up there unannounced and then like we still have to do the podcast and shit and have that be weird or have this be weird after that or whatever. So I was like, let's knock out the podcast and then then I'll go check out the show. So I can't wait to come check out the show. I'm absolutely going to do that. And maybe I can, who knows what people will or won't do, but I would love to gather the boys up and
the boys up
and come out. Yeah,
let's do it.
Rally up the boys.
Rally up the boys.
Yeah, that can be really fun.
It is fun. It's a good time.
So comedians, as we discussed earlier, are people who kind of turn dark stuff or even tragedy into, and find the silver lining in it. That's kind of what comedy is about, right?
Yeah.
A big part of it. So do you have like a really embarrassing moment that's happened in your life that you've...
A lot of it. Like the whole thing has been one embarrassing moment after the next. It's just, the feeling of embarrassment, I don't know if I can feel
it's gone.
Like it doesn't exist anymore. Like you can't embarrass me. That's the one thing you can't do.
Yeah.
It's because I even I was very clumsy as a kid and I was an athlete. I ran track. My mom shows up to this track meet. It's like a invitational. There's like 10 teams there. It's this whole big thing. I ran hurdles. I fell 3 times in one race. Yeah. I was in first place at this other race before. I fell full-blown scorpion in front of everyone. Like falling was my thing. I was always falling publicly. Publicly falling.
That's a great name for your biography.
Falling publicly. You know what?
Yeah.
That's really good.
That one's for free. That's for free. Yeah, this is what
publicly.
We do. We have rich people's lives here.
Yeah. So the little things feeling freaked out. Like right now I'm working on a bit about my my baby shower because I had this like god awful baby shower and the building I grew up in a bar, didn't want to have it in this bar for the life of me, and the building that we wanted to have the baby shower in 2 days before the baby shower, a car crashed into it, the building went up in flames.
You're kidding me.
So guess where we had the baby shower? At the freaking bar. And then I was like, hey, I don't want any family that hasn't been like around me in 10 years. That's just like weird. My mom invites these people that are in prison for things that you wouldn't want people at a baby shower for. And I was just like, can I just go home? I don't want to be here. There was a smoking bar. Like it was, just embarrassing event after embarrassing event. Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, but I mean, now you got material.
Okay, so to the list of dudes I've dated, just embarrassment after embarrassment. We can talk about them all. It's, life, man. Actually, I could tell you the last time I truly remember being embarrassed, and it circles back to in arena-ing.
Oh.
I started dabbling, sticking my toes in it in 2017 NBA Summer League. And I did the
wow. That's early on.
It was very early on.
Yeah.
I was in, the sports journalism at UNLV, and that was the first time I met Bojo. And at the time, Jersey was in here. Did you ever get the chance to meet Jersey?
No, I never met Jersey.
He was a big arena guy, did a lot for UNLV, did Summer League, before professional sports were here. But he was here. So it was him and Bojo. And then I was over at Cox Pavilion. And then I went over to Thomas and Mack to do like a big one. No sound check, no nothing. And they handed me the mic. And I had never heard my voice on feet in that. And it was the last game. Couldn't even tell you who it was. And I remember I went on the mic, I said like, hello or something. And I was like, ah! And I hit right to Jersey. I gave him the mic, was like, nope, I'm out. I didn't like that. That was too much of me. And you guys, I'm going to go back to the smaller arenas. You guys got this. And now here we are. And so I got used to it.
Wait, so did you actually not host that game?
It was like they were hosting it, and I was just there to
You
like
just
help.
standing there.
But they gave me the mic to like assist, right? And I just was like, like nope, like this is too much. I need.
So you didn't end up saying anything on the mic that whole game after that?
Did
Wow.
the t-shirt tosses and all that, but I was like, I didn't like that. I didn't like that one.
That's great.
But
So
that
what
were
made
toss.
you? So what made you go back to it then?
I always wanted to. And I think I felt that like, oh, I embarrassed myself doing that. And I
bombing.
like
It
dropped
was the
it. It was the
bombing.
bombing.
The
And I was like, I
bombing
really
brought you
need to redeem myself,
Yeah.
man. Like
You are
can't
perfect
lie.
for stand-up comedy. It's like you are.
You're
perfect
really
for-
comfortable
Yeah.
with doing badly. You are perfect for stand-up comedy. Got this, man.
I mean, it is like you said. I mean, not that I'm the expert, but I've heard enough comedians talk about it. It is exactly like you said. It is a series of bombing until you reach the point where you're only surrounded by people that are already that are there to see you.
Yeah.
And then I've heard it actually that worries comedians that it will ruin their funny.
It'd be like being surrounded by a bunch of yes men. Like
Right.
no matter what you do, they're like yes, 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 yes,
Yeah.
and then you.
That makes total sense.
Because then no matter what you do in their eyes, you are perfect. But it's like no, I still want to be funny. I still want to make you laugh. I still want to grow my audience. I'll get to that problem one day. You know, I'll have that problem.
I love that for you. I love that for you. I totally agree. By the way, I'm sure, and especially, I mean, you know, with the added credibility of doing the in-arena stuff, it really helps. You know, it's helped me in my career for sure. You know, as being a camera operator for Golden Knights or wherever else, you know, it's like it's been great for me. So
And you're around good people.
yes,
Because these are hardworking people that are thankful for where they are. And like,
absolutely.
it's great people to be around. So that's cool too, because being around comedians that are around the best people. So then I can be around like people who understand what it's like to work on a team. And like, we all do this thing together.
yeah, and not be in a room of people that are wishing failure on each other.
Exactly, which I have a lot of those. Don't get me wrong.
I believe you.
I got a lot of those. But yeah, the people that want to see you do well. It's like, oh, these are the people I'm supposed to be surrounded by.
Yeah. And I tell you, you know, I mean, people are probably tired of hearing me say this, but it is a testament to Foley and to Katie Borton and to, you know, the other people that staff and work these teams and games. There's a reason why these teams are award-winning teams for their in-house productions. I mean, these are all the guys I work with. I don't know one that I wouldn't want to have next to me. I know guys and girls that I work with. I don't know one that I wouldn't want to have next to me, you know, doing that job, 100%. And it's not always like that outside of that world. As you are well aware.
People that can't stand it. I don't want to see you.
Right. Or people that just don't want to be there or don't care to do a good job. All of that. That's rampant in video production. You know, no specific names being mentioned here. but it is. You know, people are like, all right, what time's lunch? It's like, do you not realize how easy the job is you have and how privileged you are to have it? Yeah, I mean, if Vegas turned into LA or New York overnight, you're never getting work again.
Which guess what? It's happening. So get your ass to work.
Exactly. So
that top talent's coming in. You guys gotta shine. Come on.
yeah, everybody's excited for that new film studio coming. I'm like,
You think they're gonna? You think they're not gonna bring their own people? Yeah.
Right. You think that doesn't mean that people from LA are going to be like, oh, I can live in a cheaper city to live in and still be able to have a chance to work in the film industry?
Party 24 hours a day.
Yeah,
Top tier entertainment.
And we're just, I mean, I was about to say we're a better city. Everybody would hate that, but who cares? We're a better
We are.
city. We're a better
I'll
city.
say it. Las Vegas
For me,
is better.
for the fit for me for sure. I mean, whatever. I'm not going to sit here and shit talk New York.
Oh, you guys got an ocean?
Oh, you guys got water? Huh?
Yeah.
You got rain?
You got water over there?
I miss the seasons. Oh, do you?
It's cold. Leave snow. You want to see snow? You can go to Mount Charleston. You can leave the snow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
You can.
Get all your things. You can leave it.
All right. Hey, this has been so fun. I could keep going forever, but I think we should wrap it up. And so I have one last question for you. Okay. So for young people who, I mean, want to have the skills and, you know, resilience to juggle being a mom, being a stand-up comedian, and an arena host, what would you say to them?
Drink coffee. That, it helps you do it. No, it's be yourself. Be yourself. be yourself. If it's something that you want to do, there's a reason you want to do it. It's a part of you. So just be you. You're the only one that can be you.
Yeah.
And be really loud about being you.
Yeah. Now, follow-up question to that, because this is a thing that I think about and you hear it a lot, right? Be yourself. What does that mean to you?
That means do not limit yourself. That means you have a prefrontal cortex in here and it's going to tell you no. And you need to tell it no. I'm going to be me. I like these things. I say these things. You're going to get pushback. If you're not getting pushback, you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
People don't like when you're actually you.
Yeah.
You're not everyone's cup of tea because you're champagne, baby. You bubble.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you what, it is difficult to be yourself if you don't know how to do it. That's why I ask, because I think that there is a trying too hard to be yourself thing too, right? Like getting in your own way, so to speak.
This isn't part of my brand.
Right.
If I like pink butterflies, I can't like emo dark music. No, yes you can.
Right.
You can be both. You can be both.
Right.
You can be both.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I love that take, and that is what we should be doing. The way that I view that, the being yourself thing, at least in the context for me, is I do things, you know. I don't let my mind talk me out of stuff, even if I'm scared to do it. I'm not like you, where I have this amazing confidence and I could get up on stage and do a stand-up set. Like, that takes so much confidence. But whatever it is that I want to do, that I'm like, it's right there, and I'm just like, all I got to do is try, you know, I'll do it, you know. And I think that is what we need to be doing as people. It's at least trying stuff.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what it is that you think and feel about things until you try them.
And don't be afraid to not be perfect. Like, Tom Brady didn't pick up a ball and was like perfect for the first time. Like, no, he practiced and he worked his ass off. So it's literally in the little things. If there's something great that you want to do, it's in those little baby steps every single day. You just do those things. Practice. Kobe woke up, hours before everyone else so he could get more practice time in.
Yeah.
So yeah, do those things. If you want to do it, do it. Don't tell anyone that you fit in this box. You can be outside of the box. Like, I'm a mom, and all the other stuff that I do does not align with being a mom.
Right.
But I did have someone tell me one time, like, you can be both. Who says you can't? You can be both.
I love that. Yeah.
Be both. Be by.
Hailey, thank you so much for coming on. Please share your socials, and if there's anything you're working on that you want people to check out.
Yes. Okay. So on Instagram, I'm Hailey Brooks is here, because I'm Hailey Brooks and I'm here. On TikTok, it's a Hailey's Happy Hour, because why not make things confusing? But Fridays at Area 15, Silent but Deadly, 9:30 p.m. start time. It's a free show for now, so come check it out. Have some drinks, have some fun.
Great. Hailey, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Hey, we did it. That was a good one. That was great.